Hey, it's Josie, and welcome to my channel for you newbies. Okay, so this video is about Ascension and the collective and what's going on in the ethers and with Gaia and everything like that. That's what this video is about. I'm gonna let you know right away, okay? Because a lot of you are looking for readings and readings only. So this video is not a reading, okay? So I have a bullet list. Y'all see that? I actually have a bullet list. Anyway, so I'm going to answer one of the questions that I know you're probably asking, and that's why haven't I done the readings for February? And do I plan to do readings for March? Right now my priority is the collective. Right now my priority is getting enough information out there for my integrity as well as the integrity of the universe, okay? So I'm not focused on doing readings at the moment. I'm focused on making sure you are well informed so that you can make well informed decisions on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path as it equates to the collective and what's happening on a grander scale than your mundane everyday, life, okay? So if I do readings, I do them. If I don't, I don't. You know, that's pretty much how that's going to go for now, because there's a lot happening that you are aware of. Some of you are, and some of you are not aware of what's going on, and there's a lot going on, okay? I still offer personal readings. You can still schedule with me, okay? I'm not saying I'm not doing readings at all. I do still offer personal readings, and the link's always available in the description box. I don't always get to put it in the comments, but it is in the description box for you. What else? Okay, so here's some informative information about people who do get readings from me and people who do watch my video for the readings. The readings are not there for like as a guideline for you in your day-to-day life, okay? The readings are there to confirm what you're already feeling, things you already know, and to assist manifest your destiny, okay? Then I don't want you watching my readings just to like be entertained or find out something about somebody else, you beautiful cross watchers out there. You're being nosy, you're trying to get the dirt on somebody, or I don't want my videos for the drama, okay? Don't do that to yourself or anybody else, okay? I do the readings for you to confirm what you're already feeling, to assist you in staying positive and making the changes that you need to make to manifest your highest manifestation, okay? So that's why I do the readings, and that's why you would get a personal reading from me. If you're getting a personal reading from me, expect homework, expect some kind of tools that you're going to be leaving with. I don't just give you a reading and tell you what's going on in your life. That's not how I operate. But there are plenty of readers on YouTube. You can do that. That's fine. But when you come to me, that's why it's called a spiritual mentorship. Because you're going to get tools. I'm going to look at your chart. I'm going to pull cards. I'm going to channel. I'm going to look at your numerology, all of that stuff. So if you're not ready for that, that's totally fine. But I'm not the person you want to come to for a reading. Okay. To let my Facebookers know, as well as my people on YouTube, is that it's not all about spirituality. There are physical aspects to this. Yeah, you want to manifest money and things like that, but there are physical aspects to this. And I'm leading into what's happening as a collective. Wow. It must be carrying something. I got distracted by a bird. That's interesting. Anyway, I have a Facebook page called Eccentric Vegan. Okay, I'm plant-based. I don't like the word vegan. I'm not an activist. You're not going to see animals on that page. It's about recipes and wellness and things like that. That is also a tool, because spirituality is not just about meditation and, spiritual knowledge and all of these spiritual practices and things like that. It's also about what you put in your body. Okay. It's like a full holistic approach. So, Eccentric Vegan is there to help assist you with a plant-based lifestyle, to help you, learn how to cook whatever plant-based foods you want to try, things like that. And it also has information for natural supplements, natural remedies, and all kinds of stuff to help you move away from the chemicals, to help you move away from damaging your body. Okay, because with this ascension, you are also getting a new body, like on a physical level. It's not all just energetic. Like, there's physicality to this too. So that's what Eccentric Vegan is there for. So that is another tool. I will have that link at the bottom of this video. Okay. Mind, body, soul situation here. Okay. A lot of what I do is more so mentorship and teaching, reiterating what you already know, confirming things for you. Now, here we go. Oh yeah, awareness is everything. I'm not used to having bullet points. Awareness is everything. And I want you to take a moment and ask yourself what you are aware of. Like, am I aware of what's happening around me? Am I aware of what's happening in the world? And when I say what's happening in the world, I don't mean the world as society knows it. I mean the world around you that you were born into, the trees, the ground, the air, all of the elements. Are you aware of the planet you live on and what it's going through and what's happening? Are you aware of what's happening in the sky? Like, how aware are you of that? When's the last time you've sat down and observed an ant pile? That's also a spiritual practice. Just sitting there and observing nature. It will tell you a lot, okay? Those are things that I want you to think about. This is my job to make you think. I don't want to think for you. I can barely think for myself. Okay, so I want to get into this ascension stuff. I don't want to hold y'all for like a million years. So with this ascension stuff, if you don't know what ascension is, please visit my ascension playlist. I got other playlists on this channel. This channel is not all just readings, okay? Let me reiterate that again. Visit the ascension playlist so you can find out what I mean when I say ascension, okay? Some of you might be feeling like something is about to happen. Some of you might be having ascension symptoms. Like, some of us have been having ascension symptoms, but not to this degree, not this intense. And there's a reason for that. There's been a shift. Things are always shifting, but there's been a big shift that's happening. Okay? And again, when I'm talking about ascension, I like to put it out there as a disclaimer. I am not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. Go to the doctor if you need to go to the doctor, okay? I'm not talking about if something's actually wrong with you that you need to see a doctor for, okay? But if you've gone to the doctor and they tell you they have no clue and there's no evidence of some illness, then that's when you want to come to the spiritual side and find out what's really going on, okay? A lot of us are experiencing a lot of things with our internal organs right now, okay? The inside of you is being upgraded. So we're coming up with illnesses or diseases, not disease, but diseases, disharmonious moments with our insides, okay? And I've seen the trend. It's a synchronicity, okay? What's happening is energy is coming in right now that is more potent urgency when something is about to close, culminate. And what's happening is we're being hit with so much intense energy right now, and our body is having to go through so many we would have had time for. And some of us have been changing, some of us, our body has been changing, and now we're at the last stages of our bodies changing. But some of you had not waken up during the time that we have been awake, and you're playing this energy. If your body's weighed down, if your body's full of toxins, it can create a crisis with this energy that's coming in right now. So that's why I'm telling y'all that the holistic part of this is very important, because it can literally hurt. And I'm just trying to help you out. If you don't know that our planet is headed toward the galactic center of our solar system or galaxy, like, if you don't know any of that, I'll put links below for people to explain all of that. All of us are. And whether you feel this energy or not, whether you share the same experiences with Ascension Symptoms or not with people, it's still happening to you. Okay? Everybody is on different levels. Everybody is at a different space. But what's happening right now, particularly for the star seeds, and I don't know, I can't even think if I did a starseed video by itself or not. In short, a starseed is someone that has a connection and an awareness to their last incarnation on another planet. Okay, and they recognize that they are a starseed, and they recognize where they came from before here, from a soul perspective. Okay, a lot of the starseeds that are here are really being worked on right now because we're moving. Okay, we're being moved because the light working, these beautiful lights continue to have compassion. However, there are some people where they're not going to hop on this train per se with us at this time, because we are about to jump. There is a jump coming up, and people are going to be left behind, but it's not the way that you think. They will come later, but it's kind of like having to take a remedial class because you didn't pass, and then, you know, the rest of your classmates move on to the next grade level. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not getting all of this potent energy right now, because there's this huge push for any last minute stragglers that are so close. You know what I mean? For the last minute stragglers, that's what I call them. Because they've been doing the work, but they started late. It's about the fact that they started late. Okay, so of course we're going to have compassion. Of course we're going to continue our light work until the shift happens, until the light happens. Now, what everybody's been talking about lately is this plasma event, this event, or the event. And it's not something that happens just quick and one time and boom, it's done. No, and it's been intensified since December. It's been intensified, and we're starting to have a lot more activation days, a lot more getting hit with all of these energies without too many breaks anymore. It's no more you know, inching here and there. It's like go time now. It's like, you know, there's that moment in between where you're nervous because you have your first patient if you were going to school to be a doctor. You have your first, you know, case if you were going to school to be a lawyer. It's kind of like that. It feels like that. You know something is coming. So I'm here to confirm for those of you who have been having this feeling like you need to get rid of stuff, that you need to feel lighter, you've been detoxing. That's what this energy is pushing you to do. It's to detox, to get lighter, to pack light. Because you can't take nobody with you, and you can't take a whole bunch of crap with you either, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We are literally like dumping right now. Okay, and this even goes for our bodily changes. You see, when you come online, when your DNA starts to get connected, it's still connecting to your physical body. So there are some parts that you don't need anymore in a natural way. This is why sometimes you feel bad. You feel ill, you don't know why you feel ill, and then you got all this energy the next day, like just, it's crazy. But a lot of us have been dealing with these ascension symptoms for a long time already, so we're kind of used to it. But this energy particularly is intense. So what we've been going through, we're going through it times 10 right now, okay? I also want to mention how awesome the stars are because the astrology matches up with what's happening right now, and I think it's interesting. February 2019. Yeah, as y'all know, I deal with Vedic astrology, so this full moon is in Leo for my Vedic astrology buffs. A full moon is about releasing. It's about cleansing. It's about clearing. And it's also about illumination of secrets coming out too. So there's a lot of that happening right now, and it's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks as far as those themes are concerned. And then when you add Leo energy to it, it's going to be secrets about the heart, secrets about love, secrets about romance that are coming out. You know, there may be people who have heart issues they didn't know about that they're going to find out about, you know, things like that. Big theme on kids and hobbies and all kinds of stuff, all that Leo theme stuff, leadership, all of that, you know, royalty. Those themes are mixed in with this full moon that's coming up. And I think that that's interesting because the ascension symptoms that are happening right now, the situation and the leaving and leaving the institution. You see what I mean? Okay, you know, right now you're faced with the decision, okay, I've graduated. Do I want to go back to school again for the same thing now, or do I want to move on to something new? You see what I mean? And a lot of us don't know what to do with that energy. So you will feel pulled to go back to old habits, old people, old situations because you're being faced with this decision. Do you go back to school? Because it makes not a lick of sense logically. Why would you just had your graduation ceremony and then on Monday you go back to the school you just graduated from and then just go through the motions all over again? That's what you're being faced with. You see what I mean? And a lot of people, believe it or not, even though it doesn't make logical sense, they will choose to go back to that school because they can't give up cigarettes, because they can't give up, you know, sleeping with married people, whatever the case may be, whatever the vice is, whatever the unhealthy situation is. There's certain things that people just happen to not be able to get about. It's just they're not going to jump at this time. But for a lot of you who are detoxing and who are making these last minute changes and last minute releases and all of this stuff, your job is to have compassion. Even if it's futile, even if you know it's pointless and you know you're dealing with someone who has showed up late, help them out, because that's what's needed right now is compassion. Because there are some, like I said, last minute people that are going to make that jump with us, but we cannot set out to take anybody or try to force anybody to come with and try to accelerate their spiritual journey and their spiritual evolution. That's on them. It's been on them. This is why I tell y'all the work is very important. You got to do the work. If you come to a light worker, if you come to anybody for services, candle magic, whatever it is, numerology, astrology, you don't get your chart read and get information and then just never look at it again. Once you get that chart in your hand, you need to start studying yourself. That's how this is supposed to work. Don't sit here and treat light workers like we're just the news and, oh, you know, have you heard this and have you heard that, and then not do anything with the information. That's been the biggest issue for a lot of us. These things are happening to you. They're happening to everybody. And that's the disconnect, because your awareness is not there to know that these things are happening to you and that you are included and that you should probably do something. You see what I mean? As a collective, no matter what, nobody's missing this energy. Everybody's getting it. It's just that people are going to feel it on different levels depending on how dense you are. You see? Let me see here. And for those of you who ever got a mentorship from me, y'all know that I make you save your charts in 2 different places. I do have an astrology playlist to show you how to read your own birth chart. I got a whole astrology playlist. Y'all got to do the work. It's very, very important because we're moving, literally. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of light workers that used to do readings or used to do certain stuff all of a sudden switch up on you, switch up their services, don't provide services that they used to provide no more. There's going to be a change, okay? And they're going to change very soon. I'm not going to tell you no dates, but I'm doing this video for a reason, and there is a sense of urgency, okay? The big themes right now are your health, detoxing. The big key word here is lighter. You need to feel lighter emotionally. You need to feel lighter physically. You need to be lighter with your material things that you have. Lighter. That's what's going to get you where you need to be. Okay? If you're too heavy, you're going to be stagnated. You're just going to be there. Okay? Lighter is what you need to be. What else did I not cover, love? I covered everything. I speak like this to my beautiful YouTube viewers because I know that everybody's on a different level. Okay, I have my own circles. I have my own colleagues that I speak to with Ascension terms, with astrological terms and things like that. But I know that a lot of people watch me that don't understand those things. So I try to state it as plain as possible. Okay, so I encourage you to look up and research things like Ascension, the event, the crystalline body. What else? I don't feel like anything else is coming up for me to tell you. And I'm going to have links in the comments and in the description, so don't worry about that. But this video is for the star seeds, honestly. Yes, you're not crazy. Yes, those are ascension symptoms. Yes, you are moving. Yes, the event is happening. And yes, there is a sense of urgency. It is happening. You're not nuts. Okay? Look at the sky. And this is for everybody, but not everybody's going to be able to see this. Again, star seeds will be able to see what's happening in the sky. And there is a lot happening in the sky. I've been posting a lot on my Instagram. I can't even begin to tell y'all like my own personal experience with this particular energy that just came in December. But it's a lot. And it hurt. I had one evening where I was crying. You know, it hurt. But that's what it took for me to stop eating certain things. Even as a plant-based person, there was still certain things that I had to stop eating. You know, sometimes potatoes don't feel good. Sometimes, you know, there's certain vegetables you can't eat either. Like, it just depends on what your body is going through. You know what I mean? Beans were too heavy. Stuff like that. You know, it's okay if you feel called to only eat fruit for a little while or only eat vegetables, or if you're feeling called to water fast, as long as you do it in a way that's not extreme and hurting yourself or other people, of course, then do what your body is calling you to do, because your body knows better than you right now. It's getting hit. Okay? It's getting hit with freaking plasma. And it's changing. So you got to listen to your body. Learn how to listen to what your body is telling you. Yeah, so all of my beautiful star seeds, light workers out there, I feel you, because I'm going through it too. And for all of you who don't know what's going on, I'm going to give you the information so you can get caught up mentally and get started doing the work, okay? But that's why I haven't been doing readings. You can still get a personal reading from me. It is still relevant, what's going on in your day-to-day life. If you have issues, of course you can come to me and get a reading. However, you are going to have homework. So if you're not into that life, you might want to just stick to those YouTubers that are going to tell you whatever you want to hear and just keep it moving, right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for subscribing. Please share. I don't do these kind of videos very often, but I thought about it for at least 3 days, and I said I'm gonna go ahead and do this Ascension video because I feel like I have to. So yeah, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.